Today I'm going to be talking a little bit about our new impression plates. These are exclusive to us and we're very excited about them. What's neat about them is that they don't emboss like a lot of the other products in the market. They actually impress the pattern into the cardstock, looking kind of like letterpress. This month we're introducing this new plate. It's called Guidelines 2, and you might recognize the patterns from the coordinating stamp set that it was designed after. I wanted to do a video tutorial today about the reverse side of this plate. It has one large medallion on it, and there's some really neat techniques that you can do with it, and I'm hoping to highlight some of those for you today. I'm going to be showing you how to use this side of the impression plate with this specific technique that we're doing in the Cuddlebug first. This is an untraditional sandwich that what we're advertising for use with the impression plates because we're doing something a little bit different. What you're going to want to do is start with the A plate, followed by the B plate, and then I'm going to take the large medallion side of this impression plate, and I've got my whole card, and what my goal is to impress the pattern into the card front without having to do any matting of any sort. So what I'm going to do is take the card front and line it up all the way up to the upper right hand side of the impression plate, like so. Now I'm going to go ahead and take the tan mat and I'm going to place that inside the card right up to the edge of the fold of the card. Then I'm going to close the card, and I'm going to go ahead and lay that right on the Cuddlebug. It's plate side down, like so. And you just want to make sure that that's lined up. And I'm going to be using a piece of scrap cardstock on top of this. My B plate is pretty beat up, and I don't want any of the lines from the B plate to end up on the back of my card. So I just put an extra piece of cardstock in there to help prevent that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and roll this through, and I'll show you what the end result is going to look like here. Remove everything. And you can see that the medallion has just impressed itself perfectly on the card front. Now in the big shot, we're going to go ahead and use the multi-purpose platform, no tabs, followed by a cutting mat. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my card, and I'm going to do the same thing I did with the Cuddlebug and line up the top of the card with the upper right hand corner of the impression plate. And this time I'm going to put the vanilla mat and the tan mat inside right up to the fold, like so. Very easy to do, very easy sandwich. I'm going to go ahead and stick that in here and place my second cutting mat right on top of that and roll it through. And when I open this up, I end up with another embossed card. Now that I have my impressed card, I'm going to want to embellish the cover just a little bit to help highlight this beautiful medallion pattern on it. Now to begin my accent, I'm going to draw two white lines actually with a white gel pen down the right hand side of the card front. So my medallion is on the left hand side and this embellishment is going on the right hand side. The first line is going to be about an 1/8 inch or so from the edge of the card, and the second one will be just about the same, 1/8 inch from the first line. Now to add a sentiment to my card, I'm using our new Outlines alphabet, and I want to spell out the word hello. I've already got H, E, and L on here, and I wanted to show you a trick I do to be able to line letter stamps up on a block all together like this. I'm going to have to allow a little bit of space beside this L because there's not two L's in the alphabet set. I'll have to go back in and add that a little bit later. So I'm going to allow in a little extra space, and I've got my O stamped side down on my work surface, and I'm just going to go ahead and line it up where I want it and then put my block down to pick it up. And that's what I've done with each of these letters individually in order to get this block formatted the way I wanted it. I'm now inking up the letters that we just placed on the block with our Fresh Snow pigment ink. And I'm going to line this up towards the bottom corner, right above the lines that we drew a minute ago. You'll notice I'm missing my second L in hello, so I'm removing that from this block and sticking it on a secondary block, and I'm just going to add that in now. Just like that. Now I'm using the smallest dots from Polka Dot Basics 2 with Versamark ink to add some polka dots over this lettering. It's really important to do the polka dots second because the Versamark ink resists the white ink. So if you do the Versamark ink second, you don't have to worry about that affecting how crisp your letters turn out. When you remove it, it looks like that. And here's the finished card.